Good evening, everyone. So we have 6 organizations over here. That's Genvi, Vegan Audi, Vegan Outreach, Mercy for Animals, PETA, and FIAPO. And I am YVCare. The basic purpose of this panel meet is to say, हमारा नाम भले अलग हो, पर हमारा काम वही है. Over to you all.
Thank you, Vignesh. We'll just kickstart right now with a very brief. The panel is titled, What's the Future of Veganism? Future of Veganism is very positive because it has been growing and it will continue to grow with all our support. And I'm going to take a leaf from what Amjad said earlier. He said, even if we can't do anything as a group or with a group, we all have it in us to do something individually, and we can see veganism grow.
Talking about the future of veganism, we've seen that the participation in India has grown tremendously, about 50% compared with last year. And we see a lot of youth participation happening, and considering that these are people who are going to lead the movement in the future, we feel that it's great to see youth participate. And here I'd just also like to share a personal example. So my sister falls into the Gen Z category, who's supposed to be the most eco-conscious generation out there. And it was her birthday just a couple of months ago, and I asked her what she wanted for her birthday. And she said, I want, she sent me a link on WhatsApp. And when I clicked on that link, it took me to an organization where 3 charities were listed, where she wanted people like her family and friends to actually donate to those charities. So if these are the people who are going to lead the movement forward, it definitely looks very positive and bright as ever.
And I strongly believe that, if somebody has walked onto this path for say an year or more, they firmly believe in this ideology, and not only they'll become like the future vegan people, but future vegan advocates and activists. So I think making their transition sustainable and easier is something that all of us could contribute to. And like I said, that over past few years, I have seen tremendous change. The younger Gen Z generation, as Mahima said, has become more and more aware. The dialogues are more frequent. We can see more celebrities, more famous personalities who are talking about animal cruelty, compassionate living, sustainable living. So I see a very strong, hopeful and bright future for the world moving ahead.
The future is bright. Government is by our side. As some of you may have known that FSSAI came out with mandated the vegan logo. So every vegan food product, packaged food product, has to have a separate vegan logo for vegans to identify the food products very easily. FSSAI, which is again an equivalent to US FDA, it's a food regulator in India. They have also mandated, or not mandated, they had come out with advisories telling people to eat more plant-based food under their Eat Right India campaign. So I think we are the ones who are creating a lot of demand for veganism. We want more organizations, and I think more startups are coming up who are there to fulfill the demand in terms of creating more products, doing product testing, and just spreading the market with filling the market with a lot of alternative food products. So for me, just as an opening remark, I see the future of veganism to be very bright. I'm very optimistic, very hopeful for the future.
Young budding, video content makers, and they make amazing video. And today we have more than ever, better and more simpler and content that people are able to connect to. I have friends and family who are now forwarding me vegan videos, saying that, you are not the odd one out and you are not the black sheep. And there are other people who are doing it. So, kudos to you people. And, there has to be more and more vegan content. We'll have to make a connection that it is not just because your favorite celebrity turned vegan and you turned vegan. It is because, it has a larger impact on what we are doing. Similarly, very important that each one of us educate ourselves on this, and when we talk, we are not just talking from an emotional standpoint, but we are making sense, we are logical, and there is a reason that we have made this choice.
The question that was asked to us is, what's the future of veganism? And just like Nikunj said and Ritika said, my answer to that is, a tad philosophical, because anything that is rooted in the change that happens within the human heart has a very, very long life. Because corporations change their minds, the business world changes, everything changes, but the human heart, I feel, has the power of enduring, holding on. Some of the most loyal donors to animals are individuals. We all will look at working more at the cusp of where animal rights intersects with livelihoods, with anti-caste movements, with other oppression, anti-oppression movements. And it's by working and collaborating, forging collaborations in those spaces that I believe the next range of innovations will come for the vegan advocacy movement. And I'm like a huge, huge believer in collaborations. So I really also look, not just collaborations, but data, scientific data, and then collaboration. So I really am excited by this amazing group of people that I've had the chance to share the stage with. And I feel that the opportunity to collaborate is really something that will give us the power that individually we cannot, we do not have the resources actually to have that impact.
Everyone who's present here, I would just like to throw one question to the dais and I would let them give 30 seconds. So my question to each one of you, we can start with Ritika, is what is that one strategy, if you had a chance, you would say, I would use this strategy to convert more vegans or to promote the vegan movement in India?
My strategy is to live and to show how easy, how simple, and how effective it is to be vegan in all your choices and inspire people that way.
A strategy we use to inspire that change, and I'd like to call it TRP, and it's not television ratings. So being tolerant, being respectful of other people's views is R, and P is not to push but to pull people to the movement. So, you know, creating a positive buzz around veganism by collaboration, by including restaurants, retailers, all businesses, workplaces, celebrities, like we talked about collaboration. So that's where I think the true value lies.
Getting somebody started on the vegan journey is not that of a difficult task because there are hardly any arguments against being ethical. So anybody who hears about it mostly agrees with it. The challenge is to make their transition a sustainable and easier one. And I think some of the most important things that could help people making these transitions are community support and mentorship. If we just provide them guidance at every point wherever they require, they'll have a very convenient transitions and they'll be more inspired to share the same with everybody around them.
I would say that an underlying theme around all this would be to build awareness. You know, whether it is at an individual level, because at individual level also there are different layers, whether you know the person, whether the person is family or a friend, or it's a street outreach that you're doing. So there has to be different strategies for, different kinds of situations, but awareness building is the underlying theme.
Like I don't have any shortcut answers to strategy that can be given on stage like this at all. But I think that coming up with a strategy together, studying target audiences, sharing a knowledge of what we know with each other freely, openly, and I think making each other's campaign stronger. I think that is something that I would say will ensure that there is consolidated a strong vegan campaign that comes out of this country.
More and more collaboration, as Bharati said. I completely, one of the core values of MFA is collaboration. And I would say that collaborate as much as you can. Your strength can be someone else's weakness. Someone else's strength can be your weakness. Use it as much as you can. MFA may be good with government affairs and policy. PETA may be good with their celebrity work. Why don't exchange? I would say do not go after credits. You can always have joint credits or anything. But I think what matters the most is animals, the movement for us. That's all from my side.